Greetings, noble Spartans. Father Zac Povis coming to you from the crypt underneath the Cathedral Basilica of St. Louis for another episode of 3-Minute Theology. Those keeping score at home might recall that we celebrated two pretty major feasts earlier this week. On Monday, we celebrated All Saints' Day. On Tuesday, we celebrated All Souls' Day. And both of those feasts really go to remind us of a fact that stands very much at the heart of our faith, namely the fact that you and I and every other human being ever conceived will live forever. That while we have a body which is made of matter and so is subject to corruption and decay and death, there is another part of you that is spiritual. We call it your soul. The soul is not material, it's not made of matter, but is spiritual rather, and therefore will go on existing forever. Now, there's all kinds of proofs from philosophy and from science for why we know the soul to be spiritual. If this was 10-minute theology, I'd get into some of those. As it is only 3-minute, go ahead and Google it and just take it on faith for right now that your soul is spiritual and therefore immortal. It's made by God and is made therefore for eternal union with God. That we will spend a certain amount of time here on earth and then go on hopefully to that place where we will be united with God forever. And that's what we celebrated on Monday, the saints. The saints are all of those, whether canonized by the church or not. The saints are those who are now dwelling in eternal union and peace and happiness forever with God. We pray that all of us will end up in that place at some point, but in order to enter into union with God, it means that nothing that is ungodly or contradictory to the nature of God can be attached to our soul at the time of our death. That means we can't have any earthly attachments. It means we can't have any unrepented venial or mortal sin. And obviously that's a difficult state to achieve. And so God, in His mercy, gives us an opportunity even after death to be purified of those things that we're still clinging to when our time on this earth comes to an end. And of course, we traditionally have called that state purgatory. Purgatory is not a place of punishment. Every single soul who goes to purgatory will go on one day to enter heaven. And the beautiful thing that we celebrated on Tuesday is that the prayers of those of us who are still on earth can assist the souls in purgatory on their way to heaven. That's why it's so important to continue to pray on a regular basis for your loved ones, for your friends who have departed this earth, that they might be sped along their way to their eternal reward. I can tell you personally, in my own life, for instance, my grandfather died when I was about 5 years old, and I still pray for him. I hope he's in heaven. He very well could be in heaven now, but I don't know that for sure. So I still pray to God and ask that he might be brought to heaven. And if he's already there, God can use those prayers to help another soul along his or her way. So too, we're down here in this crypt full of kind of former archbishops of the Archdiocese of St. Louis. Some of these guys passed away a long time ago. Again, they very well might be in heaven already. We hope that they are, but just in case they're not, we pray for them. We pray that God might speed their souls along the path of purgatory towards their eternal home. And once again, if they're already there and therefore not in need of our prayers, God can use those prayers to help someone else. So think about that today, guys. The fact, first and foremost, that you will live forever, that you were made to go on existing forever. And of course, to also continue to pray for your loved ones, your family and friends who have left this earth, that they might go on to that place of eternal union with God, of eternal happiness, peace, and joy forever. God bless you guys. Take care.